Here we are at the Robert M. Kendall Sculpture Gardens in Purchase, New York. Corporate headquarters for PepsiCo. There we have the Triad. Here we have the Grizzly bear, sculptured by Wynne. This is one of my favorites. Of course, all sculptures here are my favorite sculptures. This grizzly bear is huge. He's humongous. I would say from tail to nose, he's 13 feet. Magnificent sculpture. Let's see what it says here on the plaque. Grizzly bear, PepsiCo, Wynne. Now across the way we have, of course, I'm sure everybody can recognize this work. Let me zoom in on this. Alexander Calder's Red Hats Off. Very definitive work by that gentleman, that artist. One of my favorite modern sculptures of all time, for sure. Now, I'm not super versed in the arts. I love art and appreciate it, but I cannot recognize all the artists. I know we have Auguste Rodin here, and Max Ernst, a surrealist, whom both Rodin and Ernst are two of my favorites without a doubt. Of course, I love Salvador Dali, but I don't know if he ever did sculptures. Now, this is a famous piece. I'm not sure who did this, though. It is free of charge to enter this wonderful outdoor art museum with some of the most creative works in the world. The most, in my opinion, some of the best outdoor sculptures, modern sculptures in the world. Let's see if there's any plaque here for this. No, oh, it's missing. Okay. Oh, Arnaldo Pomodoro. I recognize this. With the disc, the Grande disc, I believe it's called. 168 acres of artful heaven. I'm on a lunch break right now from work, and I'm a bliss as I can be for that time of day. I wonder what this disc was made from. I'm going to go up and I'm going to hit it with my, I don't get in trouble here. What kind of metal that is, or if it's metal, it's got to be metal. Incredible piece of work, sculpture. I actually got to touch it. Work by Arnaldo Pomodoro. Isn't that amazing? Try doing that in the Met. I wouldn't. You shouldn't also. Yes, it's called the Grande Disco. Arnaldo Pomodoro. Now I know Dali's around here. I hope it's not all cordoned off by construction. It would. And here's Max Ernst. I recognize that a mile away. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Is this wonderful? Is that beautiful, surrealistic sculpture or what? I believe it's surrounded by bushes like this. It's beautiful. This reminds me of like an old movie when I was a kid with witch doctors. and zombies. Now, if I can get around here, see the rest, there's so much construction here, it's annoying. Just my luck. They let me jump over this. Am I allowed to do this? Here. I know Rodin's around here somewhere. And you know what? This is Rodin. It's gotta be. Let's see. Yes, indeed. Auguste Rodin. This man, I think, is my favorite sculpturist of all time. I wonder if this camera can afford the detail. Rodin sculptured many, including Hell's Gate, which I want to see at the Rodin Museum someday, if I'm fortunate enough to be able to go over there. There's so much. Isn't that magnificent or what? If I am ever fortunate enough to see more of this man's work, I've only seen a few of his sculptures. But I highly recommend a visit here. That's all I have time. It's a very large 168-acre outdoor museum here in Purchase, New York. Highly recommended. It's free. And it's wonderful.